Hello, vinyl community, Beatles community, music community. It's Matt, and I'm back for another video. How are you doing? And hey, what does this mean? I don't know. What does it mean? It means nothing. No, it's coming, folks. November 9th is the big day. We're all getting excited about it. We're only, less than 2 weeks away from the big event, and it's going to be exciting. And I am still very much looking forward to this. And in honor of that, I thought I'd show you a few recent Beatle finds, Beatle grabs, so to speak, that I've gotten lately of the big White Album release coming up. And the first thing I got was in Vegas. You remember my last video when I showed you I went to the Love Show in Vegas? Well, I grabbed a couple of things while I was out there, and I thought I'd show you those things. Not too much, and some of the things I have here are not from Vegas, but I just kind of thought I'd do a Beatles-related video here and show you basically what I've gotten. So here we go. First thing was out in Vegas at the Cirque du Soleil Beatles shop. Here's a cool little bag. Whenever you get something at the Beatles shop, different size bags. This happens to be one of the mid-size ones, but you get these little bags that they throw the goodies in at the Mirage. The Beatles love. Nice little bags. Put that over there. And the first thing I want to show you was this, because this is a cool little set. As you can see, it says 1968. Number 1968 down in the lower right side. The Beatles. Exclusive design. Here's the back. And basically it's a cool little stick pin set in honor of the Beatles' White Album. You get the 4 pictures from the inside of the album here, and then over here, as you can see, you get 4 stick pins with each Beatles image on it. Nice little White Album commemorative set. So I thought I'd show you that first. Remember in my last video I talked about my wife picking me up an ornament, the Beatles Love ornament. And here it is right here. You can see it has the Beatles Love logo right in the center. Then it has a lot of images. It's going to be hard for you to make it out, but on the outer rim of this ornament are all kinds of images pertaining to the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper, different things from the movie, characters and whatnot, but it's hard to see. And then here's the side view of it. It's got a gold back to it. And here's the back of the package. Okay, so that was the little ornament that Mrs. Street got me at the Beatles shop for the holidays. I picked up a Beatles drumhead magnet logo. Logo magnet, whatever you want to call it. In honor of the Hard Day's Night, I like this magnet. I thought it was kind of neat, so I grabbed that. In honor of the White Album again, the 50th, they have this nice little magnet with these images of each Beatle. Alright, grab that. While I was out in Vegas, I happened to be by a newsstand. I saw the recent GQ magazine with Paul McCartney on the cover, and he talks about a lot of interesting things in this article. Really good interview with Paul, so I suggest if you can find it, try to grab the recent GQ with Paul on the cover. Lots of great pictures inside too, if I remember correctly. And I don't want to take up too much of your time here with that, but yeah, you know, you've got Paul. You've got nice images of him there with his guitar. And again, the interview is great. I mean, it's nice to have the pictures. Here's a nice shot of Paul here. Pictures are great, but as I said, the interviews makes it all the worth it because it's very extensive. Paul talks about a lot of different things. And one there. It's just a really, really well done article. So check out the new GQ with Paul. The new Beatle fan just came in, thought I'd show you that. The Beatles White Album at 50 just came in yesterday for me. I can't highly recommend enough, folks, if you're a fan of the Beatles. I know there's so much with social media today and everything's digital and we all go online to find out things. But there's nothing like back in the old days when you could get a fanzine in the mail and have that excitement looking forward to it every month or every other month, depending on how often the periodical comes out. This one comes out every 2 months, so you get 6 issues a year. And folks, it's just a really nice piece to have, to get to every couple of months. Get one of these in the mail is very exciting. There's a lot of great articles, reviews, pictures, things you can buy and purchase that you know are hard to find anywhere else. You know, this is all about the White Album at 50. You know, advertisement for Larry Kane's book, advertisements for the upcoming Fest for Beatle fans. It's just a really well done periodical, folks. So check it out. All you have to do is go online and search for Beatle Fan. I'm sure you'll find it. It's the company that produces it is called the Goody, G-O-O-D-Y, the Goody Press. And I can't recommend Beatle Fan enough. Okay, so that just came in. Okay, I thought you'd get excited about seeing these. As you know, as you can see my John Lennon sheet of postage stamps up there. Well, I went a little above and beyond that. I tried to order the first day issue stamped envelope set, and it just came in not too long ago. And basically, first day of issue, John Lennon, September 7th, 2018, New York, New York. And you get a set of 4 envelopes with that indication on it. That's the first day of issue. There's one. It has the different 4 colored stamps. There's 2. There's 3. And 4. First day of issue. Alright, I grabbed that. I thought you'd be interested in checking that out. The other thing I grabbed pertaining to that, the John Lennon stamp issue back in September, was this. It has a stamp on this thing. First day of issue, ceremony program. First day of issue, ceremony program. You open it up, and inside you get a packaging like this. A nice embossed John Lennon autograph. Here's back. I hope you can see the peace sign on the back of this USPS opening ceremonial program from the day of issue. All right. So that's it. And this thing that comes out just has the chain of events for that day. I'll try my music icons, commemorative forever stamps, first day of issue, dedication ceremony, Friday, September 7th, started at 11 o'clock at the Nürnberg Bandshell in Central Park with the address. And it just gives, I won't read the whole thing to you, but Master of Ceremonies, the speakers, as you can see, guest speaker remarks from Bob Gruen and Sean Ono Lennon. Hope you can see that. As you know, Yoko ended up also being one of the speakers that day. She did get up and say a few words. Of course, Bob Gruen, who took the photograph. So anyway, I thought that was a nice little commemorative piece to have this dedication ceremony program in this little folder. So I ordered that. It came in not too long ago. Just thought I'd share with you. It's something you can still get, I believe, if you check with the USPS. I got it on their website of the different products they were selling in commemoration of the John stamp being issued. And I believe it's still available. Okay, last couple of few things on this video, and I'll try to keep it around 10 minutes, is I went to a record show recently. I'll show you some of the records I got. A lot of them are non-Beatle, but I did get this Teen Talk magazine from back in the June-May of '64. Still in great condition. And it was 35 cents back then. I only paid a couple of bucks for it, so it was a really good price. Here's the back of it. And get some great pictures of the guys in there. Again, I gotta be careful, it's very fragile. But it's a, you know, I love those early teenage magazines from the early 60s. Paul McCartney, bass guitarist. I'm sorry with the glare, folks. As I said, they're very fragile, and so I have to be careful with it. George, lead guitarist. really cool pictures, some which I have never seen. Ringo Starr, drummer. And I must have skipped John by mistake, so let me go back. Don't want to leave John out. Yeah, just a great little book from the early days. There's John. John Lennon, rhythm guitarist. You know, to have a book this old, going back to the early 60s, and it's still in such good shape, I couldn't pass it up. And as I said, the price was right. Again, not something I'm going to be taking out often and flipping through because it is very fragile. But Teen Talk from 1964. Okay, now these I'm not going to take out of the packaging. There's really not much to see on the inside, but I got these for a great price. This guy was selling sheet music, original British, printed in Britain, sheet music for some of the early Beatles songs. This one's for I'll Get You. As you can see, Northern Songs, Charing Cross Road, London, down the bottom here for, I don't know, what is that, 2 pence, 6 pence, something, I don't know. I can't figure out British money. Maybe someone could help me, that my friends from Great Britain, how much this was. But and then there's the image, I'll Get You by John Lennon and Paul McCartney, recorded by the Beatles on parlophone. It's an original piece of sheet music to I'll Get You from 1963 in great, fabulous condition. He's even got it on cardboard. I got these for a great price. They're originally like 30 bucks each, and he gave me 3 of them for, I don't even want to tell you what it was, but he was really good to me. He knocked the prices way down. So I have that one. I have Rollover Beethoven. Again, original sheet music from Britain, from the Parlophone LP with the Beatles. And there you go. Beautiful condition. And the last one is It Won't Be Long, as featured on With the Beatles. Hope you can see that good. But beautiful. These are, I mean, these are the kind of things I'm going to probably get framed and display them. Suitable for framing, I think. They just would look great on a wall, you know. I mean, they're just, to me, they weren't that much money, but they're just such a rare piece to me to see original sheet music like this from Britain. You don't see it often, so I grabbed them. So that was my big find. My last Beatles find was this. And again, it's not an original pressing. It's on the purple Capitol label, which is what, mid to late 70s, I believe, maybe early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. But I had to get this for the price. Mine is all beat up. I don't know if I've ever shown it, but mine has the Apple label on it, which I got when I was a little boy back in early 70s, I believe, early to mid 70s, I forget. And it's so beat up, and I don't know if you remember my old funny stories about how I used to tape up my old records when I was a kid, thinking I was protecting the edges by putting Scotch tape on the edges. Silly now, stupid, I know, but you know, the crazy things you do when you were a kid. Well, anyway, I've always wanted to get a better copy of my Beatles story, even though it's something we hardly ever listen to, folks. No really music on it or anything, but I wanted a nice, pristine copy of it. And I didn't care if it was original pressing or the Apple pressing like I had. I just wanted a copy of it. And I got this so cheap. And look at the beautiful condition this is in. There is no marks or blemishes on the cover whatsoever. It's like it just came out of the shrink wrap. And again, it's still very old, even though it's purple Capitol label. The inside, it hardly even opens good because it's just in such wonderful shape. I'll just show you one of the vinyls, just so you can see it. It's mint condition. Side one right here. Again, purple Capitol label, but I don't care. It's just so beautiful. It's in such perfect condition. And it's just a nice little addition to my collection. So I said, nah, you know, plunk down the money. It wasn't that much. I'll be totally honest with you. He was asking $20 for it. And I'll tell you that he did take a nice little amount off for me. as a favor. So I appreciated that. So, you know, for that being well under $20 for a beautiful copy of this, I couldn't pass it up. So I grabbed it. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it for my Beatle finds. I think I'm going to do another video in a second here with some of my other little interesting finds, something fun for you to watch. So look for that. And thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.